legendary, the one and only Phil Chen.
One love, Irie.
Irie, man.
I was born in Jamaica, and father had a shop beside a club called the Rainbow Club, and they used to play a lot of calypso and mento on the banjo, you know, like down the way the nights I get up. And that I was really, while my dad was doing calligraphy, he was a master classic calligraphy artist. And so I would be in bed listening to the band next door and watching him do his calligraphy, and I just got gravitated towards the mento. This is what I wanted to do, to play a banjo on the beach for the honeymooners and get paid in peanuts. I didn't care, because that was the music that really meant something to me from the heart. So growing up in Jamaica, that was it. As well as we had the influence of the American music, as well as the local artists. But we had people like Bert Camford, Roger Williams, Ruby and the Romantics, Marvin Gaye, Otis Redding, Jim Reeves, He'll Have to Go, all those great stuff we listened, Patsy Cline. So we were very influenced by the American music also. So I grew up with that wonderful mixture of R&B, American music, of course Motown music, James Jameson, but they never give you his name, so you wouldn't know, but all you knew, the bass was amazing. As well as the local musician we had, like Jackie Jackson, Lloyd Brevet, Byron Lee, Audley Williams, all these great bass players.
How did you become a bass player?
Oh, I became a bass player. I went to school one day in 1962, and I came home from school and I saw my father and my uncle sitting in the pavement with the dirty water running. He had lost his shop. We were evicted. I didn't know. From that moment on, I came from the school to the school of life, and they said, I'm going to be a bass, I'm going to be a music, I'm going to follow my dreams. And I didn't tell anybody. And so I figured all kind of way to make my own guitar, you know, and make my own pickup and everything. You know, it's a long story. I used to go turn altar boy so I could go to school and then take off from school. They wouldn't know I'm gone, to the music store and copy the Fender Jaguar. And then I made it, you know, made my uncle at the wood workshop, and I made it. Doing that with my cousin, they decided to go to England in 1964 with a ska band to promote ska music. If you play ska music, you know, change to R&B, because we used to put in R&B also. So we ended up doing the Drifters, you know, Benny King, Otis Redding, Pickett, Knock on Wood, St. James Infirmary, Bobby Blue Bland, all kind of mixture, call it rock and soul. And then we ended up supporting The Who at the Marquee.
How long were you in England?
Oh, I went there for 6 months. I stayed 19 years.
Ooh.
And then I ended up doing sessions after that with, you know, Rod Stewart, the guy, you know, Brian May, and who else was here? All the British.
Well, there's another British musician that I'm waiting for his name to come up. You know who I'm talking about, the guitar player.
No, he plays guitar?
He does.
What's his name? Give me a hint. Give me a hint.
Scatterbrain.
Oh, Scatterbrain, that guy.
Well, tell me more about those sessions, the blow-by-blow sessions with Jeff Beck in the studio.
It was at Oxford Circus at the top of, I think the store was Robinson. That's where Sir George Martin has his studio, ear studio. And we used to go in there, and then, well, we had rehearsed before with Comment, you know, and we went in there and we just used to play billiards and eat, you know, cheese and tomato sandwich. And said, let's go play. And we went in and played. And it wasn't really, it was kind of very impromptu thing. We just gone in, we just did a session. A lot of this stuff come out from it, like freeway jam and all the things. Just, if you have the right musicians, the chemistry, things happen. And that is what it, that's why I work a lot with Richard. We do a lot of sessions with Richard Bailey in London. And it, I had always under calypso or reggae, because we had that thing. But the session with Jeff, was that what we went in there and we just did it. I think we did it in a week or 2 weeks or something like that. I don't remember.
What about the future? You've done so much already. What else would you like to do that you haven't already accomplished?
Well, no, I would like to go, I still love the road. I still want to go on the road with a big group. A group that is like, maybe like Springsteen, Journey, something that is really, 100,000, 200,000, 50,000, 60,000 people. Because I'm saying that not just because I've done it, but that's what I do and that's what I love doing. I don't want to play on my bed to my girlfriend in the bedroom, It's not the same. Playing to a big, a lot of people that appreciate you, and you can take your talent and you can make them happy. That is what music is about. Being able to leave something and making the people happy. That is what is important. I still have a lot of notes left in me. I'm not going to open up a Chinese takeout yet, So I still want to go out there while I have my health. I can go out there and I can play to the people because that is what I love. When I go on stage, I kill. Like Bruce Lee, you point to the moon. You go there and you go and kill, and you take your, not boasting, but taking your talent that God gave you and you work at it to make other people happy, because a lot of those people come here are doing 9 to 5 humdrum jobs. Some of them doing jobs that they don't like to do, or that they don't take the opportunity. And if I can go out there and play with some great group like Springsteen or somebody and make them happy and see the smile on their face. Like when we go to Mexico, we see all the kids them singing door songs. The kids, I mean, Jim Morrison died ages ago, but you can see them singing the song and they're enjoying themselves. And we know that, a lot of them probably, doing jobs that they don't really too like, But we can go there and we can make them happy. That is what being a musician is about. And if you make the money too, that's even better.
Last question, Phil. What would you be if you were not a bass player? Something outside of music.
Well, you know what? I like cooking, and I do macavite cooking, and I do teaching, and I'm an artist person. I like everything. I like woodwork. I like cutting the grass with the scissors. Anything. DJing. I like something that is artistic, and I like cooking because I take pride in cooking. The brown rice, the miso soup, and that is another way for me to stay healthy, to be able to, if you want to play great, you have to think great, and to think great, you have to eat great. So basically, helping people, because I've helped quite a few people with cancer and all that thing, So basically, I've always, for me, as I said, I'm a giver. I like giving to people and helping people, but don't take advantage of me. I'll tell you off one time. So basically, just helping people and, making for the betterment of humanity,
Well, that's a great closing point here. Phil, I'm so glad to hear you still have a lot of notes left in you.
That's a good one, isn't it?
It is, and it's great catching up with you, and thank you so much. Much luck and continued success to you always.
Thank you very much.